If you're training consistently but your physique does not reflect the effort that you're putting in, it might not be your training, it might not be your nutrition, it could be your mindset holding you back. I was that lad for years. I was training pretty well towards the end of COVID, training Monday to Friday, and then what would happen is I'd go out at the weekend and just absolutely blow it. I'd fall apart, it'd take me ages to get back into training, and I realised my diet was poor, all right. My training could have done what work, but my mindset was so fucking weak, and that was what was holding me back. So in this video, I'm going to go through the mindset shifts that helped me get from 200 pounds to 10% body fat, and it includes a simple pen and paper exercise that you can do yourself, and it completely changed how I viewed myself. So I had to be brutally honest with myself, and I mean brutal, and not to like shame myself and make myself feel bad, but I'd been training for over a decade. Over a decade is such a long time to be training, and I still hadn't seen the progress that I had expected. I watched so many YouTube videos, hundreds of hours. I loved it. I really enjoyed training. I loved the science behind it. I enjoy tracking my calories. I used to be an accountant, so that part was fun to me, but I hadn't got in shape, and that was because my mindset was so weak. It was things like going out at the weekend, feeling sorry for myself on a Sunday, saying I'm not going to go out, and then going out, someone putting a beer in front of me, and then I go out and go mad. These little things that like kept derailing me, and it kept letting myself down. And I just didn't hold myself to high enough standards that I needed to hold to get in shape. I was doing a lot of good things, but then I had these little things in my mindset that would slip. If work was busy, I'd use that as an excuse maybe to get a takeaway. If work was busy, I'd say I was stressed, and maybe I wouldn't make the gym that day, or I'd do one less gym session. And all those little small decisions just led to me having a weak mindset, a victim mindset, and I was always feeling sorry for myself. And I just had to be honest with myself. It wasn't good enough to get me into shape, and I had to be realistic with that. So once I admitted that my mindset was weak and my identity was all over the place, I needed to change that. So I would recommend getting yourself a pen and paper and doing this. I didn't do this with a pen and paper, but it would have been more profound, but it was still very profound when I thought through it. So what I did was I mapped out the version of me who has gotten in shape. What behaviors does he do? What does his week look like Monday to Saturday, Monday to Sunday? What does he do every day? What time does he wake up at? What time does he go to bed at? What foods does he eat? How many meals does he eat per day? What time does he go to the gym? Does he plan his gym sessions? Does he put it in the calendar? Does he put a reminder in his phone? Does he make it a priority so that if someone calls him about something late in the day, he's already got the gym session planned? What sort of foods does he eat? Does he eat mostly whole foods? Does he eat takeaways all the time? What does he say to social events? Well, he's got a really important physique goal that he's working towards. Does he go to the mall? Does he go to some of them? Does he maybe go out, have a few Coke Zeros and then go home? So now I had a clear picture of this is what the person does that is in shape does. That was a bit of a tongue twister. And then I had here the old version of me. I wrote down the current behaviors I'm doing, what time I was going to bed, what time I am fucking getting up at, what I'm doing with my gym sessions and all that. And it's tough, it's rough. You'll see like two different versions. One of you, this is the person you want to get to, this is the person that you are, and now you need to bridge the gap between them, but you need to bring awareness to both versions of them. And once I got that version in my mind who had got in shape, I knew now those are the behaviors that I need to get in shape. So I'm going to start acting like that person before I've got in shape, and it completely flipped everything. The third shift was just filtering out bad advice. So I came up with a mantra that I am not listening to those who haven't got the results that I want. So I had friends, I had family members, I had people in work tell me that I was starting to get skinny, that I was running too much, that certain weights I was lifting were too heavy, that it hurt my back, that I should have the cake, that I should live a little, that I should come out, go on the pints and go on, have a drink. And basically I ignored all this advice, and it wasn't in like this disrespectful way. I wasn't like an absolute cunt to people. I didn't come from a place of ego and think I was better than those people, but internally I was like, I'm going to listen to what you say. I'm going to have it go in one ear and out the other. And I'd just maybe smile and nod at that person, or maybe I'd say, no, I don't want the cake today, whatever it was. But that was a big thing for me, because so many people said so much shit to me that was just complete wrong advice. And then I looked and none of them had got to the place that I want to go. None of them were in shape. None of them had got to 10% body fat. So I decided to listen to my coach, the person who had gone where I wanted to go, and follow that advice. And then by filtering out all that advice from friends, family, co-workers, people that hadn't gone where I wanted to go, made things so much easier, because now I wasn't listening to all those other voices. It was just going in one ear and out the other, and it made the process so much easier. The thing is, people will unknowingly or knowingly try and pull you back to where you've come from, because they see a version of you that they're used to, that they're comfortable with. Some people will do it by accident. Some people will feel uncomfortable by the change you make. So it's so important you do not listen to those people and just protect your new standards and your new identity. And if you're in the middle of a fat loss phase at the moment, I've got a free guide in the description of this video below. It's the common fat loss mistakes that people make, and includes a bonus section on mistakes that people make after the diet. Cheers for watching. See you in the next one.